Hey, it's Gazbot, and it's Monday, and even though, I talk about format and how I'm not going to follow format, and this week, I think I'm going to do daily updates. And this week, I think I'm going to do daily updates. So today, it's almost dinner time, and it's been a busy day, not with art stuff, but I did manage to draw a little bit. I worked on the horror page, whatever page I'm on, panel 3, and I'd say I got it about half inked, 2/3 of the way inked, not grays, and and I spent less than an hour on it, so it wasn't a lot, but I feel like in progress. My soft goal was to do, my hard goal was to do a panel a week. My soft goal was to do a page a week. So it's Monday, and I'm like, 25%, 30% done with the panel already, so that's good. And Also, in non-art productivity, I've been trying to set up my Ninja Turtle collection, and I got this guy I got a lot of figures over the last 2 years that have sat in boxes because of the move and a variety of other things, but I just opened this Usagi Yojimbo figure, and it's pretty fantastic. This whole line is fantastic, but this is the new one, and that's, the little dino, the little hat, which could go on the head, but I have it in the back, and it'd make a happy. It'd make a happy, and I'm able to enjoy that more because I did a little bit of drawing, and I plan on doing some more drawing later. But right now, I got to read a comic. It's Tuesday morning. My throat needed clearing, and I did not work anymore on the Horror 4 last night. I didn't, and that's okay. But today I will, and that's what this is. Go. Why
did you say ah?
She likes to sniff the inside of my mouth. She's a weirdo. That's...
I'm driving! I'm driving! I'm driving!
Now I'm really driving. It's 5 p.m. Tuesday. I spent some time over at my mom's house, and I shockingly, for the first, maybe second time ever, was able to get a little bit of drawing in. Not a lot, but I worked on that panel I worked on yesterday, and then just today at 5, right before time to make dinner, I think I finished panel 3. I finished it in the sense that it's done. I might want to go back and tweak it a little bit more, but it's done, so hard goal for the week accomplished. Now, I've done 3 panels on this page, and there are 4 more, 1 big one and then 3 little ones. So will I finish by the end of the week? I don't know. Even if I do, I'm having already started this page, but hard goal achieved, so there's that. All right. I did go back to panel 3 and revise it slightly. I ended up erasing a lot of detail for an energy effect I had put in, and then just put a more simple, clear effect. Probably still not as simple and clear as it should be, but better than it was. And I did a significant amount of work on the next panel, so okay. Okay. It's Wednesday. Now. Thundercats, ho, hi, it's me, Lion-O. I was just thinking about how I'm a lion and Chitara's a cheetah, etc., etc. But Jaga, he always had such a weird name. Just the wise Jaga. Wait a minute, he's a jaguar! Jaguar! Yeah, so I just realized that now. So yeah, still Wednesday, early afternoon. It's a lovely day. It had been raining and things lately. There was hail, which is crazy. What was I saying? Oh, so I haven't worked yet today, but I plan on it. Also, something I forgot to mention, I forget if it was Monday or Tuesday, I did work on art. I assembled files to put in a cat print order for those Power Rangers prints. I ordered some more bags and boards and shipping supplies, things like that. And I spent quite a while looking for a file for a print, which I have seemingly lost for a piece of art that I don't want to recreate. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But it was just more good work. And I also realized I got to check the deadline, but I think I need to have those Ultraman cards done by the end of this month, which I'm not sure about, but I might need to start ramping it up on that stuff. It's the end of the day Wednesday. It's 8 o'clock. I don't know. I had a big day, not a bad day, but a very tiring, active, did like more than I planned on doing kind of day. And I was like, ooh, I gotta work on the horror today. I gotta do something. And so I kind of had like 15 minutes in between stuff. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna do the 15 minutes. It's not gonna add up to anything, but I'm gonna do it. And I kind of woke myself up and I had to stop and go do something else. And then I came back and I was like, okay, well, I'll finish up that 15 minutes and that'll give me a half hour. That's, a halfway decent chunk. And I finished it and I was like, oh, you know what? I got a little more time than I thought. And then I just ended up doing it an hour. So not a ton of time, but an hour is an hour. And I got a lot more work done in that panel to the point where I should be able to finish up tomorrow, even if I only have an hour to put in. Like I have all the inking done and all the detail work, and I was just basically doing the grays in the background, and I'm kind of muddling around some effects and stuff. So unless I don't work on it tomorrow, it'll be done tomorrow, and that'll leave me with 3 more panels if I want to finish the page. I don't know that I'm going to finish 3 panels. Well, if I count the weekend, who knows? Let's find out together. That's the end of Wednesday. Thursday. It's Thursday. It's the beginning of March, and I was outside for about 2 hours, from 10:20 to 12:20, and I got sunburned. Now, maybe you can't notice as much, but if I turn this on, the way you could really see it, I was wearing sunglasses. And the face isn't so bad, but I feel it in the back of my neck, and it's one of those things where I was like, oh, it's really, really hot. It's really hot. And then I started feeling worse, and had a chunk of time in the middle of the day here. I have about an hour. And my plan was to get some work done. I was out all day, busy all day, but I was like, okay, I'm feeling generally okay. Just a little bit tired, but I could get some work done. But now I feel terrible. And I don't think we have any aloe. I was looking for some kind of moisturizer or something, and I think I'm gonna have to go get it later. And honestly, I don't want to draw. I didn't want to draw already, but I was gonna push through it. But so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to be productive. I have all my Ultraman roughs done for the 10 cards. I'm gonna print them out and cut them and start doing busy work to get that going. So I'm still moving things forward, but hopefully later on tonight I'll feel better and work on the horror. But that's what's going on, unfortunately. I was feeling really, really good like an hour ago. I went out to eat outside, and luckily I was in the shade there, so it didn't get worse, but sunburn's bad when you're red and it hurts immediately. It's not like later on or tomorrow. It's like, oh, now it already sucks. And I'm a baby about sunburn. I'll say that straight up. It's not like I have 3rd-degree burns or something, but I don't do well in the sun. All right, so I forgot the steps I needed to do. So all the artwork is on my iPad in Procreate, and I also foolishly always put color and shading and stuff. So I had to make a version that was just line art, none of this takes very long, but I had to make a version that's not line art and then export both versions to the cloud to then bring into my computer to eventually be printed out at size through Photoshop. I did that with 2 of them, and then on the 3rd one, I was like, oh yeah, I was never happy with this hand. And then I sat there redrawing the hand for 10 minutes, but also getting distracted and interrupted constantly, which was just, it's one of those things where I'm already frustrated because I'm redrawing a hand 50 times that I redrew 50 times before, and it's like, how do I still not know how to draw hands? And, let me get reference. Wait, I did that before. Let me look at a tutorial. Wait, I did that before. I am the terrible artist. I'm just a terrible artist. But also, keep interrupting me so I can't even get into a flow, and I'm just all agitated now. So I'm going to stop all of this and take the next 15 minutes or so to try to do something else. I'm probably going to mess with my toys behind me or whatever to just chill out for a minute. And again, hopefully work on the horror later tonight. Well, it's 8 o'clock Thursday. I did work on the horror. I did 30 to 40 minutes, but I had to stop like 2 or 3 times in the middle. So I could not get any kind of vibe or flow going. I was working on panel 3, and I was doing panel 3 has a lot of shading, effects, lines. It's a big action scene that has all this stuff going on, and I was second guessing myself a lot. I'm like, oh, because I have all these rough layers of how I did it. I'm like, well, do I actually want to use that layer? Maybe I'll leave this layer off. Oh, maybe I'll change that layer. And I've been playing around with it, but it was like kind of done, except I had to make some of those decisions, and I was farting around on that. So I decided to just move on to the next panel. And looking at panel 3 now, it kind of could be done the way it is, if that's the style I choose to go with. I don't know that I think I might want to put in some more spot blacks or a few other things in there, but I started working on panel 5, and it was a much more straightforward panel, and I got a chunk, and it's a small panel, so I actually got it like, I don't know, a third of the way done, even though I had this broken whatever, but that's it for today. I put pen to paper, well, I put stylus to tablet, not thrilled, but I also got a bunch of bags of boards ready and unpacked that, ready for printing, and I did touched a few different art projects. This is the only drawing I did, but I'm counting it as a win. That's it for Thursday. See you tomorrow on Friday. And it's Friday. Wait, let me do that again. And it's Friday. Rainy Friday. Yesterday I got sunburned. Today it's rainy and cold. It's like 5:30. I did work during the day on the horror, a bit over a half hour, not a ton of time. And all I really got done was finishing up panel 3. Well, I finished up panel 3, and I'm going backwards. I finished up panel 3, and look, boxes. We moved in a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, still boxes, okay. And I finished up panel 3. And I started going back to I finished up panel 5. I started going back to panel 4, which is like done, but I'm having to make artistic choices that have to do with the composition of the whole page. So I'm kind of like going back and forth on that. And that's where I am. So I have 2 panels left that are completely undone, one that I need to polish. I'll probably work on it, if not tonight, then over the weekend. So again, soft goal hit, moving into, I'm not going to get a whole page done, but definitely feeling okay about the week at least. Okay, at least. Okay. At least. Greetings. It's Saturday, late afternoon. So it's about, I just came back inside. I said it's afternoon, but it's almost 5, which I guess is afternoon. But that's not what you conjure in your mind, the imagery, the time. Anyway, I'm blurry. What's going on here? I'm in bed, but I'm not in bed. I mean, I got clothes on. I'm on bed. I'm on bed. Hey, I'm on bed and it's afternoon. Saturday still. Have not done any artwork stuff. Have instead spent most of the day doing house stuff. Like not just cleaning, but like opening boxes from when we haven't moved and hanging art on walls and building things. And I'm pretty exhausted. We're going to have dinner soon. And my hope is that after dinner, I'll put a little bit of time in. If not, I'm not going to beat myself up about it because I don't want to do anything right now. But I'm hoping I'll get a little recharge. But that's where we're at on Saturday so far. So far. Why am I being hard? Oh, I'm on the bed. Yes. Well, it's 9 o'clock. I have not worked. Well, I've done lots of work. I was going to try to get some work done after dinner, but then dinner took a long time for a variety of reasons. And then I was just wiped and I was just laying down physically, just like I feel like I could fall asleep. And then I had to help with the kid, and that, oh my gosh, it was a huge nightmare. And I kind of recovered from that, and then my wife was like, "Okay, let's watch a little TV before bed, and let's have some nice time." I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "I'm gonna play a video game," and I'm like, "Okay, let me know when you're done." And then I'm in my office. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go sit down and I'm gonna draw until she's ready." And I sat down, got my stuff out. She's like, "I'm ready." So screw it, I'm not drawing today. I lied to you and to myself. It is Saturday night, 11:57 p.m. I just did about an hour on the horror. I did a good chunk of a new panel, and most of it, I guess. As usual, with these panels specifically, there's like a lot of gray and a lot of effects and stuff, so I kind of inked the main character in the panel, and now I'm fiddling around with grayscale and things like that, but it's not 100% done. I was going to be done. I was tired. I had some cookies, and I think they gave me a sugar boost. And I'm like, well, let me just go sit down for a second. And I was going to put on a video, and Josh Kemble had a live stream going. So I did about a half hour there. Then he switched over to Risk, which I didn't want to watch him play Risk. And I put on a Will Terry video, and I worked about another half hour. And so I'm at about an hour. And Saturday's going to be done in 2 minutes, and I should go to sleep. Hey, everyone. It's Sunday morning. Sunday morning. That's how it goes. Sunday morning. There's a song. There's a song. Anyway, it's early-ish. It's before noon. I have not started any art. Last night was daylight savings time. Not the best time to stay up extra late, which is what I did. Luckily, I'm feeling mostly okay. And I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and watch some Foosh, which is a YouTube toy show I like with Robo, and see what new toys came out this week for the next 20 minutes, and then I'm going to go upstairs and try to get some work done.
Each dropping in July. Sticking with NECA, another week, another round of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Holothon listings. From the cartoon side of
1:45, I did not make it upstairs to work. I don't feel good physically. I'm tired, but I also just kind of feel sick, and I'm out now picking some stuff up at the store. I'm gonna go home, have a very late lunch. I haven't really eaten much today, which is maybe, I don't know. I never know. But still gonna try to do some work today. I'm back and forth between working on the horror, doing some stuff on the Ultraman cards, or just drawing for fun, which is, you know, as we know, a waste of time. So we'll see how that goes. It's 8:30, Sunday night. Haven't done anything art related. A lot of every time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it, then something comes up, or I feel horrible. I need to lay down, or sit, whatever. Yeah, I'm in my office for the first time, I think today, maybe, possibly, and I'm going to try to draw for a minute at least, and we'll see what happens. Well, I've been here about a half hour, and I've got some drawing done. I was interrupted several times over the half hour, so it wasn't even a half hour of drawing. But I did some work on the Horror 4 on the, I'm losing track, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, panel 6. I finished the panel I was working on, and I went back and did a few things on the panel before it. So the page I've been working on, which has 7 panels, 5 of them 100% done, 1 mostly done, and that's the big one, and then 1 I haven't touched yet. So, you know, I didn't finish a page. It was a page that had already started this week, but I certainly did more than 1 panel. So, you know, I don't know, C+. And that's it. Today is Monday, and early. That's why I look so bleary-eyed, and just woke up. Coffee. Good coffee. You like the caffeine? Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, overall, satisfactory work today. This week, I should say. Last week, the week I just finished that you watched. This week coming up, I definitely need to do some Ultraman cards. I think what I'm going to do for this week coming up is finish the page that I've been working on, because I'm a panel and a little more. Well, see, now I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm like, well, as long as I do a panel a week, that's good. Now I'm like, well, I have to do a panel and a little more, and then, well, I guess that's it. I'm going to finish the panel and the rest of the page, and then finish the Ultraman sketch cards before doing anything else, because that deadline's coming up and I don't want to be messed up on that. And then, yeah, so I anticipate this week being finishing that page of the horror and doing Ultraman sketch cards. How many? I don't know. And then once those are done, I can go back to the horror, and this isn't one of those. And then eventually I'll go back, like I need to get them done the next week or two. And worst case scenario, if I don't finish them up this week, I'll still hold myself to at least 1 panel of the horror next week and the week after, whatever. But by the end of March, which we're almost at, I need to be done with those anyway, so they'll be out of the way. And I think that's all the client work I have. But regardless, the thing you've been watching, somewhere in this video, maybe here, maybe earlier, maybe coming in and out, I think I'm going to put up some more Power Ranger headshot stuff I worked on. That's not stuff I did this week, but it's stuff that I did recently but hadn't shown on this channel yet. So anyway, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Have a thing. Have a thing. Or more than one thing. You deserve more than one thing. All right, I'm Gazbot. You're you. Bye.
Let's see.
Really?
You think?
I'm not a teacher.